When you spoke on the phone, you said there was a lot of things that you had to get off your chest.
Yeah, I feel like the timing is right. You know, I'm 33 now. They say when you 33, the 3 threes together, the 2 threes together, that's when you manifest shit.
Wow.
And yeah, I always lived in the unknown. Like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, some told me, the voice I've been listening to my whole life told me to come here. And I just came and just wanted to see how it goes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a shots to the boys. Nah, like, seriously though, bro. Like, ever since I was a kid, like, that's only how you make it, like, from the area that I grew up in, is really, like listening to yourself, like, understanding yourself. And as a kid, I've always been the same way, laid back in the cut. My guys know me straight game banging. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Or I'll be with them, we shooting dice. They're about to go do some bullshit. I'm like, nah, I ain't on that. But I was close. I was this close to, like, on every, just send off missions. On every mission they going on, I'm about to go, someone tell me to stop. And I'll listen, I'll stay calm, I'll be patient. And so far, the shit worked out for me. That's only how I made it through that shit.
Was there any times where all your homies didn't make it back and you felt like it would have been different if you was there?
Nah, because my guys that I grew up with, they was more like hoopers, but they was game banging though. But the older guys that they were with, yeah, some of them didn't make it back. But yeah, they always made it back, but it's like, man, I'm fucking this, like, no bullshit. My nipple, like a nigga bit a nigga nipple off. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, and you went over there for that? Nah, y'all tweaking, bro. Like, I'm on the court. Like, after you get that shit patched up, let me go take your money and this bread on the court, because that's how I really made my money. Like,
you should play for money.
Man, I'm old school with it, bro. I used to go in different neighborhoods, bro, and that's how I really got my rep in Chicago. Like, going to different neighborhoods, playing 5-on-5. 12, 13. Like, no matter how tall you was, like, my guy take me west side, south side, east, and play for bread. And 1-on-1, 5-on-5, V, whatever it is, 21, I'm in there. And I just had to find a way.
That ain't get dangerous? You running around Chicago,
you know,
people's money from.
You know, it wasn't a crazy amount, because I didn't, like, throughout my whole years in Chicago, I didn't play in the Pro-Am. Like, I never played in, what you call it, like, I play AAU, but I never played in, like, runs. Don't you know how you see online now? I never played in games like that. Never. I always trained. Then, like, of course, like, right now, I'm working myself. This would be the rustiest, like, my coach, like, Tibbs, he'll see me, but he been with me for years. He know, like, I'm shaking off the rust, because I don't run like that in the summer. I just train. Right. So, get on the court, I'm a little rusty, passes a little off, but every day I'm getting better, and I'm getting, and it's been my routine ever since I came in the league.
How long did it take before you wasn't able to scam people anymore? Because you probably got on the court and they'd be like, oh, sure, man, whatever. And then you would jump over their whole body. And then they would be like, oh, I've been set up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I always had, like, skills, though. I wasn't, like, jumping like that over niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I first started off, I was like the little nigga in the park, always in the park. Even, like, the court, it'd be snowing, get a shovel, go up there, shovel one side of the court to the other side. Now I got a whole court. And the older guys, like, they really took basketball serious in my neighborhood. I went, the park that I grew up in was Murray Park. The shit got so crazy, they nicknamed it Murder Park. But they was, like, protecting me. I was the young guy. Like, I had those expectations ever since I was younger. Like, 6th, 7th grade, when Chris Cross was around, pump it up. Was that Chris Cross? Jump. Yeah, what jump? Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. I bet. But he said, going to my neighborhood, they'd be like, pump it up, I'm about to. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I used to have to say to, like, the older guy, warm it up. But he'd say, pump it up. You know what I'm saying? He was a crackhead, you feel me? So he's saying, like, saying some shit, I'm about. He's like, when I see you, nigga, you better say I'm about to. I bet, I'm going to say it. Right. Whenever I saw him, I used to have to say it. So, all my guys, I get on the court, all my guys, because at that time, no little guys couldn't get on the court. So they'd be on the court cheering for me because like, damn, you playing with the older guys. Like, damn, man, you scoring. So I'll be scoring. They'd be going crazy. So my mom right there, like, because the games used to be going on kind of late, right there chilling. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. Walk me home. Next day, I'm back up at the park. But that was kind of like my safe haven, even though a lot of the crazy shit was like going on in that park.
Did your mom ever question you? Did your mom ever question you getting money out there like that?
Nah, because at that time, a lot of people look at like you going to your mom's purse and just taking money out is like stealing. But me and my mom relationship was kind of different. Like as a kid, don't you know how like some people be like, man, when I was a kid, I didn't know I was fucked up. Like because of like the way I was raised, you know what I mean? You just in it. I knew I was fucked up growing up. Like the house that I lived in, it was like 9 to 10 people in there, half of them on drugs. Used to have to spray around the bed for roaches, going to school, getting roach bites. Like, man, I ain't worried about no homework, bro. I just got bit by 6 roaches. Like, I'm not worried about no fucking homework, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I knew the living conditions that I was living in. And so with my mom, she used to, my brothers, I got 3 older brothers. The 2 of them was out the crib, and my brother that's near me, Greedy, he's 7 years older than me. So he used to be out, and my mom used to be at the table, like counting money. And I used to be there with her, you know what I'm saying? Like she used to get a check. She dropped out of school at 14, 15. That's when she had my oldest brother. So she used to take these assistant jobs. But you know, when you work for the board, she worked for the Board of Education. Right. If you don't got no diploma and shit like that, sometimes they won't pay you. So we'll be at the table, she counting out the bread, and she got like $50 left because and some of that 50 she holding on to it because some of that 50 she owed to her friends, you know, from loans and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing it, and I'm like, man, how like something gotta change, right? You know what I'm saying? Like something gotta change. So I used to hustle, but like in like I would say like clean ways. Like never sold drugs in my life, but used to shoot dice, hella dice. At the time, it was a shoe company like giving me shoes. I go to the dice game, they'll see the shoes I got on. Hey, damn, because the guys I hung around with, they actually like went to school, had jobs and shit when I was in high school. So used to be around them. They're like, damn, they give me those mics. What you pay? Like, what you want from the mics? I'm like, man, give me 75 now. If you got it, and then give me the other 75 when you get it. Take the shoes off, trade shoes. I'm walking back home with some bread, get the shit to my mom. Or if I see a dice game going on, I run home. Just get it, get a 50 dub, a 50 out my mom's purse, run back to the dice game, see if I could hit the dice game or get something from the dice game. But I was decent. I was good. But at the same time, like looking back at it, that was like the first time that I lost my innocence, like with my brother. Like I'm peeping the dice game for like a couple of weeks. Damn, what's a 9-5? Damn, what's a 6-8? So I'm there just looking, just spying on the game. And one day I jumped in, and as I'm fucking shooting, my brother Greedy come in the park, dice in my hand and everything. I had a split second to think about it, like, fuck. Like, this nigga finna go, like, he finna, I don't know what he gonna think. And I was like, fuck it. Like, fuck it, bro. I say, fuck it. He's just gonna have to deal. I seen him do crazy as shit. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. And looking back, that's when I lost my innocence, like with my brothers, because for sure he probably told my older brothers, and like, but that's how the shit was. Yeah, they knew what it was. Like, I wasn't selling drugs though, so they was cool with it.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.